So this is a common situation that you might run into. You want to rotate this object, but you want to rotate it about the center of this hole, and there's no easy way for you to access that rotation point. So here, for example, I have an object that's semi-open, that's also at a slant, and the gizmo is in the totally arbitrary location, and I need to fix that. So I'll turn off dynamic subdivision for the moment and press Shift F so we can see what's going on. If I hold down Alt and I click on a vertex, it will snap to that vertex and it will align to the surface normal. If I select another object by holding down Alt and I click on that, that object will be selected, and the next time I click on it, whatever point I'm clicking on is the point that the gizmo will snap to. So I can snap back to this, or rotate this, or turn this back on, but the next click will actually set it to that point. If I click on this one, the next click will set it to a point on that object. So this object has its pivot point set to here, and this one has it to here. So if I want to rotate around the center of this, I'm going to select this point. I'll go into solo mode, and you can see I can select that point, and it's pointing up at the surface normal, so it's going to rotate correctly, but it's rotating around that point now, and I want it to rotate around somewhere in the middle of this circle. So I don't have a point to Alt click on. The best I could do is select that one, and then holding down Alt, drag the gizmo over and hope that I get the right place. But if I want to be more exact about this, I can turn this off. We can use one where we already have an object that has a center in here, and that's this object here. So with this, I have a center point here which is going to suit my needs perfectly. So I can hold down, I'll press W again to turn that on. I'll hold down Alt and I'll click on this point, and you'll see that the surface normal has now been selected and it's pointing in the right direction. However, when I click on this is just going to hop back to wherever this was last placed. So every time I hold down Alt and I click on one, it's just going to take wherever this last arbitrary location was. Alt and Alt. So if having selected it here, I now want to keep this and then use that to translate or to rotate the object below. But every time I click on it, I lose the location. So the easiest way to do this is just to press Y to go into the old transpose tool. The old transpose tool will also store an arbitrary location. So we just need to click once. We don't need to hold down Alt this time. So with this one, we just click once. That's now going to store the normal for us. So it's going to set that rotation point for us. And now when we select our other object by holding down Alt and clicking on that, you'll see that this is maintained. So the transpose line maintains for whichever object you have selected on the very first click. So now we can just go to rotate or press R, and we can rotate around this point, and we know we're going to be rotating correctly around that center line. Hope this tip helps, and as usual, do consider subscribing, liking, commenting. If you have any other solutions for this, I'd love to hear them. Thanks. Bye.